Thanks for coming to me. I'm asking everyone I meet if they've seen Merrick around lately. He vanished from his usual fishing spot and hasn't been seen since. Maybe it's nothing and he'll turn up with a belly full of grog. But something has me worried. Here, I wrote down the last place he was seen. There might be a clue to where he is now. Merrick's done so much to help us all. If he's missing, we should do everything we can to bring him home. Good hunting, pirate!
We meet again. Let me guess. You're also here hunting for Merrick. Merrick spent his whole life on these waters. I couldn't believe he'd simply disappeared after everything that's happened. So I started my own search. I had so many questions. Why would Merrick suddenly leave his home and family behind? Out here, I found my answers. Believe me, I wish I hadn't. The truth will be difficult to accept. It is time you learned what took place here. For better or for worse. Poor Merrick. Lured out here alone, only to be attacked and cut down on the sand. I don't know who would want Merrick dead, but I fear this is his final end. If his spirit did not reach the ferry, he will be lost to us, consigned to oblivion. The only way to understand all this is to learn the identity of whoever's behind that mask. I suspect this is their journal. It's badly damaged, but along with my lantern, it may lead us to the truth. It won't be easy, but we have to try. I owe Merrick that much. We all do.
The deed is done. My message lured Merrick away from the safety of Stephen's spoils. And the rest was easier than I thought. The thrill of the chase. I honestly enjoyed it. Ghost ships, soul flame captains, flames of fate. All of them weakened the barrier between worlds. It was enough for us to flit back and forth as needed. But wounds heal. That left me trapped here, alone.
The fisherman is dead, but I'm not safe here. Time to keep your end of our bargain.
Patience, sister. Our phantoms are waiting for you. But be sure to conceal my instructions. You must not be followed.
At least the box has allowed us to stay in contact. The power to carry words to and fro, even to the land of the dead. If we are to move freely, we must lay hands on a new source of power. One with a most unusual history. I never once paid any attention to those key-trailing fools, slaving away to serve a master blinded by greed long ago. No, not blinded. Sister says he could see so much more with those glittering eyes. Twin Veilstones. He used to peer into other worlds, had countless treasures, all just out of reach. No wonder the Gold Hoarder went insane.
Boss said to give this to you. You got our orders.
One step closer to freedom, but I still need the Conjurer. Rejoin the others, then bring her to this location.
Who knows what gives sirens their power? Not me, and frankly, I don't care. What matters is the weapons they carry. Even once I have all the pieces, I'll need help. Luckily, the Brethren have grown in number during their time stranded in the Sea of the Damned. Phantom pirates pledge their loyalty by the dozen. They're not the brightest bunch, but a simple kidnapping should be within their means, so long as I give them written orders to follow.
Took us a while, but we fished it up in the end.
All that remains of the mighty Gold Hoarder. You! Help the others find the Mystic! Be sure to bring her to this exact spot!
When Flameheart kidnapped the weaponsmith all those months ago, he nearly brought my sister's wrath down upon himself. It took some doing, but I convinced her to call off the attack. Little by little, I've been able to widen the gulf between them. I will not allow a family reunion to jeopardize my place in the Dark Brethren.
On our way!
The staff is almost complete. Return this crone to Golden Sands, and see to it that the weaponsmith receives my message.
Aye, aye.
The Mystic did as she was told with hardly any persuasion. I could have left her here, but she can still be useful to me in another way.
I hope you're not here with another note from some coward trying to upset me. Whoever wants to rile me up with talk of my dear sister, they're far too stupid to hold her interest for long. I mean, what kind of moron leaves a clue to their identity on the back of a threatening message? My sister's not exactly the tolerant type, especially when people get cocky and make mistakes. Oh well, not my problem. I threw the note away, but it's probably still around here somewhere if you fancy a laugh.
You always thought you were the better fighter out of us both. Now, you should know that I shall be taking my rightful place at the warsmith's side. I shall be the sister you never could be. Goodbye, fool.
You restored the journal? Let me see. Yes, interesting. Recovered relics. Some sort of ritual. Ah, a clue at last. A note sent to taunt the weaponsmith, but on the back, a sea dog crest. Whoever Merrick's killer may be, it seems they've been lurking at the Sea Dog Tavern. We need to confront them, but the scepter they've forged makes them dangerous. We'll face the one responsible together, and make them pay. Set sail for the Sea Dog Tavern and I'll meet you there. I prefer my own means of conveyance.
Always turning up where they're not wanted. I was sure I couldn't be followed. I suppose I don't need this anymore. I've been a wanted woman ever since DeMarco died. Nobody would believe I had nothing to do with it. I lost everything.
So, you decided Merrick had to pay for your mistakes?
Ha! Merrick's miserable life in exchange for a chance to start over. Somewhere my talents will finally be appreciated. It was an easy choice. Besides, there's still a lot we can learn from him.
But you killed him! His soul is lost to us!
Not lost, delivered to the Dark Brethren. If you have anything to say to him, Sea Hag, now's the time.
Merrick!
Don't worry about me, Bill. I can hold me son. I won't tell them nothing.
Time to say goodbye to this dreary old place. Now that I've completed this stuff, we can move between the worlds as we please.
You can't hide from me. The Sea of the Damned is my domain.
Not for long. Haven't you heard? I always take the winning side.
Merrick knows more than he realizes. We can't leave him to the Dark Brethren. I just need to find out where they're keeping him. Not to mention that scepter. Amaranta may think she's won, but this is very far from over.